The combination of chocolate and mint makes you swoon. You're going to love this recipe for chocolate mint sandwich cookies. These chocolate mint sandwich cookies are an Australian supermarket staple, and they go perfectly with a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a hot chocolate. Not only can the raw dough be stored in the freezer for up to 2 months, well wrapped, but the assembled cookies freeze beautifully too. So in a medium bowl, whisk together 1 cup of Dutch processed cocoa. Now, cocoa is pure chocolate, exclusive of the cocoa butter, and a half a cup of all-purpose flour, plus 2 tablespoons. We try not to do that in most of our recipes, but sometimes you just need a little extra of this or that. And I whisk that together, half a teaspoon of coarse salt. And whisk these ingredients together, get out all the lumps. Now the next step is to put 1 stick, 1/4 of a pound of unsalted butter in the bowl of your stand mixer and cream that. Butter should be at room temperature. Once softened completely, add 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. That's a lot, but it's important for this chocolate dough. Now we're going to add 1 egg to this mixture. And then on low, add these dry ingredients. It's going to be a very dark colored dough. Transfer the dough now to a piece of plastic wrap and make a nice flat round on the plastic wrap. Now this has to chill and it'll be ready to roll out into the cookies. So now for the filling of these delicious chocolate mint cookies, 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted at room temperature, 3 tablespoons of corn syrup, and a half a teaspoon of peppermint extract. This is very strong, and the confectioner's sugar is so fine that it dissolves almost instantly in liquids. So you'll see it'll start to get very smooth in just a matter of moments. This too make into a round disc and wrap in a piece of plastic wrap, and this is almost like fondant. Both the chocolate and the peppermint filling should be refrigerated for at least an hour. So the dough is well chilled. We have found the easiest way to form the cookies is to roll the dough in between 2 pieces of parchment paper. And we're trying to get this dough to be 1/8 of an inch thick. So to cut them, release the parchment from one side, then you can put it back on again and flip it over and release the other side. This is before you start to cut. So release that piece so it's loose on the bottom and on the top. And then cut your cookies. You want an even number, 24, so that you'll end up with 12 cookies. And by the way, the cutter is 3 inches. These are nicely chilled, and they will bake very nicely. These are going to be sandwiched with that peppermint filling, and then they're going to be completely coated, or as they say in the chocolate business, enrobed in tempered chocolate. And once on your parchment-lined baking sheet, right into a preheated 350-degree oven. That takes about 10 to 12 minutes. So now we're going to roll out our peppermint filling, again between 2 sheets of parchment paper. You should get 12 cookies out of this, 12 ovals, 1/4 of an inch thick. Now this is the cookie cutter that we used for the cookies. The cookies spread a little bit, so we have to up the size. Take the next oval out of your set, and that looks like it'll fit just perfectly. So again, cut 12 discs. And this can be rolled again if you don't have enough. Lift and place the filling right on the underside of one of the cookies, and this is the top side, and then just fit that over. And there's your sandwich. Continue until all are filled. And now for the enrobing of the cookies. Dressing them up, if you want to call it that. Let the cookie get submerged. I'm using chocolate forks. And if you just move the cookie around a little bit, just pick it up and down and let it drip. Put it on a parchment. And you can leave it rough like that, or you can score it like this. And they'll set after about 10 minutes. So I'll just keep dipping my cookies. This part's really fun. But make sure your chocolate stays at the right temperature for dipping, which is approximately 89 degrees. Arrange these on a pedestal, one per person. These are rich and delicious.